right, I think I'm live, and my sound should be working, and camera should be working. And what we're doing today is bringing this guitar that belongs to a young lady that she broke, and we had to do a little bit of repair work. This was in 3 pieces. Now everything's glued back together again. It might look a little rough, but there are absolutely no rough edges on this. We've shot some lacquer on this thing, and it's a great repair, and you can't feel it, which is the goal of doing that. So I just got started putting the frets back on the instrument. The machine heads back on the instrument. So, and I do have a new camera today, so I'll be getting used to it. So it will track my face. But it won't track my hands. It's an E-Meet Pixie, and seems to be a pretty good camera for live streaming and high def video, which I am far too ugly to be streaming in high def, but I'll allow it for the time being. So we're going to do a little bit of cleanup here on this thing. I haven't really cleaned the guitar really well yet, so we're going to go over this headstock. And what was nice about this is that the finish was a satin finish that was on this, so getting the lacquer to look nice and the guitar to look nice after the repair work was done was not that big of a deal. Really glad about that. Got some, what appears to be some glue splatter on this from probably a different repair. I don't usually get glue on the neck. And I've got a little bit of glue that I got to get, and I know you can't see what I'm doing, and some of this is squeezed out from the glue that I used. So we just want to get all that off of here. Just a quick scrape down, and then we're about ready to put the nut back on here. And I'm also a little bit behind on this because I've been gone for a few days playing gigs. Not only do I fix guitars, but I play them. If you haven't seen me do that on my channel, no, I don't do anything that is AI or recorded for the most part, unless it's a song video or something like that. Everything you see on my channel is real guitar playing, and I am not the world's best guitar player. I am not even close. So let's see how this nut fits back in here and see if it'll sit right down right where it belongs, and it does. I'm going to put a little bit of CA glue and glue this back in place. I can see that it fits nicely. A little bit of CA glue, and doggone it, see this entire bottle of CA glue. You know, for whatever reason, Instacure has not figured out a way to make the lids not stick. So if you open a can of this and you get glue on it, you are going to basically destroy a brand new can, which I'm not quite sure why a company that makes CA glue cannot figure out how to make the lid not stick to it, and destroys the bottle of them so often. It's really annoying, and it costs a lot more than it should. So all it would take for them to come up with a chemical design of plastic that won't stick to the lid. There we go. Just a couple of tiny drops. I like to put it on the end of the fingerboard so that if it has to be taken off of here again, it makes breaking knocking the nut off of the end of the fingerboard very easy for the next guy. And I have again left my my speed up sauce at home, so we're gonna just drip a little bit on here from the big old bottle that I got here. Help speed up the drying process for the CA glue. There we go. Now I do have to clean this neck and treat it with linseed oil. So I'm kind of, again, ahead of myself. Probably should not have started this stream at this point in time, just because you guys have all seen me clean and polish fingerboard many times, but we're going to go ahead and do it again in case we have any new viewers here in attendance today. Let's see if I can find my fret polish. Should have some down here. It might be on my helps bench. Where'd you go? Where are you? Come here. Where's my fret polish? Huh. Well, my fret polish is missing. I use oh, what's it called? What's that stuff called? Somebody knows. Ah, there. Oh, look at that. My old bottle. I think there might be enough left in here that I can do this one. I don't know where my fresh bottle is. Hello, Independent Men United. Hello, Don. How we doing, man? Great to see you. Yeah, and thanks for mentioning my band, Indy. I appreciate that. Yeah, we've been busy. Good Lord. And you guys, we had, poor Scott, our vocalist. Oh, man, that guy. He took it like a boss. But this weekend, we played in one of the most remote locations any band has ever played. And I'm not kidding. Don't go there. You'll hate it because the people are all mean and the landscape's really ugly. It rains all the time. It's just a terrible place. But he was walking across the ground when we arrived. And the poor guy, oh man. I mean, it hurts just thinking about it. He stepped on like something that was sticking up out of the ground, like a branch had been cut with a weed whacker or something. And it literally poked him right through his left foot. And I'm telling you, I was hurting after that happened. Forgive me, I'm going to have to move my camera here so that I can get you guys tuned in to what I'm doing. And again, I have a new camera, so I'm trying this thing out. Not super happy with it, but it does do the job. The lens is not as versatile as I would like it to be, but it's supposed to follow you, which it does very well, except for that it only puts your face in the very middle of the screen, which breaks every rule of broadcast news, television, and movies. So eMeet, you need to learn all of the available information about upper and lower thirds, because the face in the dead center of a screen is breaking rule number 1 of broadcast media. I hate to tell you that, but you guys make the cameras and don't even know that. So I'm just trying to help you out. Probably going to return this one because it won't focus. Like if I'm playing guitar, you can't see my guitar if it's tracking my face, because my face is up in the middle of the screen and my guitar is invisible or not in the frame. I have to stand a long ways away. So there you go. I'm done. Rant over. Yeah, checked with Scott this morning, our vocalist, and his foot is, he still knows it has a hole in it. But he sure did take it like a boss, man. And, you know, it was a very painful thing to go, because it definitely went through some stuff in his foot, that tendons and things like that. And so Scott after it happened, we didn't really have stuff with us to deal with pain like that, except for that we had alcohol. So unfortunately, and Scott does not do this, but he drank some before we played. It was a really bad one, you guys. And again, I'm really proud of him because he, I just quit asking him how's it feeling, because he's like, oh, it feels like I have a hole through my foot. But he played, stood up and played, and he was a little intoxicated, I got to admit, which we don't make a habit of doing that in our band. In fact, we are a sober band when we perform. And when I say that, we don't drink enough to become intoxicated. We might drink one beer over a span of 3 or 4 hours, which is just there to kind of maybe help encourage the audience to buy beer. Which is your job if you're playing at a bar. A lot of people don't recognize that responsibility. You're not there to get drunk. And how many times have we seen it? I know that you can't see what I'm doing right now because my camera guy is not keeping up. But so we make it a habit to not drink, but we will take a sip off of a beer ever so often to encourage our audience to patronize the place where they're watching us play. It's a very good idea, and we're never drunk. But this weekend, Scott was definitely, and it was funny. I gotta say, he played great, remembered all the lyrics, got through the show, and I'm really proud of him, and feel sorry for him for getting injured like that. It was bad. All right, so this thing, again, had a broken neck a little over a week ago. I'm going to use a bit more of this polish on these frets because they're really bad. But I want to make them nice and shiny for this young lady. This was a gift from her dad, and the neck got broken, and it's going to definitely cost them a bit more for me to repair this than it would for them to buy a new guitar. But the world of sentiment takes over at that point, and I'm going as lightly as I can on her due to the damage and such. She didn't want it all fixed up nice and pretty. She just wanted it to be able to play it again because it was a gift from Dad. So that's what we're doing. So we went ahead and used some materials that normally we wouldn't use on a repair like this. I used some oak to help, what do I want to say, add some grain and some stability where the break happened, rather than doing a dowel or something that would have been far more expensive and time consuming to do for her. And you can see these marks on the frets. They're starting to vanish. Trying to get rid of all that stuff for her so that when she gets this thing back, it'll look as close to new as we can make it. All right, a little bit of elbow grease never hurt anybody, and that's what we got to do. All right, so neck's fairly clean now. The frets look a whole lot better. So let's get some simple green out, and we'll clean the neck. Paper towels. I need some paper towel. You got paper? You got enough paper towels?
Tons of them.
All right. All right. Try and be as conservative as I can on using a bunch of paper towels. And also I have a new, or a different tripod now because I let my friend borrow the one that I had. I've been using for a long time. Let's see if this will stay. All right. All right, so hopefully that frame is okay. I need a sip of coffee, and forgive me, I haven't been checking on it's done. I remember one night I rolled my ankle right before karting. Oh, dude, yeah. Thank you, Independent. Yeah. Falcro, what's up? Jumped on a nail once. That's the only way I was ever injured as a plumber. In 17 years of plumbing houses, The only time I ever got hurt was stepping off of a post and beam onto a nail that somebody left sticking up that was underneath the visqueen under the house. My only hospital visit ever, plumbing houses, we were very careful, and we were paid to be very careful. Let's see. I got simple green, and I need my toothbrush. I used this on my teeth this morning, so it's nice. You can see the nice colors and hair from my beard that's in it. Yeah, I got tangled up this morning. All right, let's clean this thing. And then we'll treat it with some oil and get some strings back on this thing and make it play again today. That is my goal. I have until about 2 o'clock. So my goal is to have this thing all cleaned up and playing again by 2 o'clock, and then probably leave it here and maybe let Joey play around on it a little bit today and see how it holds up. And I'll be very embarrassed if we put strings on this thing and the neck breaks. It won't. Look at all that guck that came out of here. Wow, that thing was dirty. She's played the heck out of this thing. I'm proud of her. A dirty neck means a guitar that's been played. That says a lot about the owner and their playing habits. And I am not one of those, clean guitar freaks. I love to have a clean guitar, and my job is to make sure that a guitar goes home cleaner than when it got here, unless somebody says don't clean it. So I've gotten all the funk and DNA off the fingerboard on this thing, which has probably never been treated. The frets feel pretty good. There's no cheese grater stuff going on. This is a really pretty affordable guitar. The brand is looks like Lag Tremontaine Auditorium guitar. So grand auditorium shape, which it is. That's cool. It's my favorite shape of acoustic instruments. Okay. This rag is a little bit wet. I'm going to get a new one. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Oh, man. Okay. Falcro, I hope you're doing well, brother. I miss you. I haven't gotten to your viola yet. Or, yeah, it's a viola. Haven't gotten to that yet. I'm trying to play catch up. It will get done, and there will probably be a video of it on somebody's YouTube channel. Maybe I'll send you the video. You can post it. That would be fun. All right, so we're getting some oil on this thing. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And then one other thing that I like to do while I'm at it, let's see if I can. Ooh, there we go. Now it's coming out of here. This guitar does have electronics in it. We're going to treat all the exposed wood, would treat it with linseed oil so that it looks nice and it's preserved for a good long time. This is something you should do if you're working on your own guitar, just changing strings when you think about it. Go buy yourself a can of linseed oil. Get the smallest can you can find because it's 10 lifetimes worth of it for any guitar player. You don't have to put linseed oil on your guitar very often. It is not something that needs to be done more than once a year. If you're playing the hell out of it, and once every 2 years, if you're your average Joe guitar player that picks up his guitar and strums on it every week or so. No, don't put a whole bunch. You don't need to do it. It's not necessary. This stuff will build up if you're using too much of it, and it'll make stuff. It'll lose its I don't know what do you want to call it, acoustic properties. I can plug up the grain of wood and not allow it to breathe. So just a small amount wipe it on and wipe it off. You see me do it right here. That's all you got to do. And look at how much more beautiful that is now. And then I'm going to take my rag and go over the neck here. Hopefully that shows up. Yeah. Yeah, if you don't, these E-Meet cameras are actually pretty cool if you're, if you don't go, if you're not an incognito YouTube user. It does track your face really well. I'll give a little test of it. I'm not sponsored by them, or anyone except for, you can look at my thank you list on my YouTube description. You can see who sponsors me, and I'm grateful for that. Especially to Trojan. You guys have saved me a lot of headaches over the years. So I want to thank everybody at Trojan for your kindness. It was time for coffee. All right, so we're all treated. I'm going to run some polish on this real quick. I know I already did clean the top of the guitar, but that was just kind of with some water. We're going to make this thing look nice and pretty again. And getting all the guck off of it. You can see there was a little guck of something there. The guitar has been pretty well kept. It does have a little crack in the top, but that's something that happens to almost every guitar. If your guitar ain't cracked, you ain't playing it. That's a fact. Okay. We'll get strings on this and have it playing here in about, maybe, I'm hoping 10 minutes I'll have strings on it. There's a little bit of stuff right there I'm going to have to take some polish to get it off of the guitar. Guitar's been pretty well taken care of, but definitely a little bit dirty. That's just what happens. If your guitar ain't dirty, you ain't playing it enough. I did a video about that recently. That was kind of funny. And I truly love the band Static X. I just recognized something else that's wrong with this guitar that I need to fix. I'll show you in a moment. Here, I wonder, can anybody else see what's wrong with this guitar? Maybe something missing? If you do, put it in the comments. I would love to hear it. See if I have an extra one, because I don't throw anything away. Even little short pieces of wire, that all stays. Did you guys see what was wrong with it? Oh, thank you, Indy. Jaguar needs a new nut and some love to get playing better. Oh yeah, Don, dude. You know, and I used to encourage people to mail me their instruments, but not with today's market of companies that ship stuff. That is asking for something to be broken, literally. Just go ahead and, when you put it in the mail, just tell them, go ahead and break it, because they will. Ask me how I know. It's a bummer. And I did a lot of work via mail, and that has, unfortunately, UPS and all shipping companies have put a big dent in my shipping, because even if you insure it, they will never, ever cover an insurance claim on a guitar that's broken. I don't know. I've yet to hear of one. Now, I'm noticing that this is a little bit loose, so we're going to tighten this up. I think you can see what I'm doing here. We're going to just see if these threads are stripped. No, they're not. There we go. Now, anybody guess what was wrong? Nobody guessed. The viola. Yeah, I'm going to work on a viola. Dude, if it can make music, I'll fix it. That's just the way it is. I've fixed Rhodes pianos. I've tuned pianos. I've repaired pianos. Fixed violins. Heck, you name it. Alright, so nobody guessed what was broke, what was wrong. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how much I care, because this, oh, that's the right color even. Look at that. You got a black. Do I have a black one? Dang. I want to look in my other kit. I don't think I have a black. It would be nice to. Oh. Nope. Oh, I don't have a black one. Bummer. Well, she'll get a chrome one. So now, not only is this young lady going to get her guitar back. Oh, it's got the washer on there. Okay. But now she'll be able to play it standing up. And I can see right now that, okay, that one's a little too big. Let's see if saving all these things was the, what was all it cracked up to be. Oh boy, look at that. Now this young lady can stand and put a strap on her guitar and play it. That's why I throw nothing away, because those things save the day once again. Alright, that's pretty cool. I like it. Now, I hate doing this, but got to, because I want to get this thing on here tight enough that it won't come undone. So that did put a couple of little scratches in this beautiful new chrome strap button, but it won't come off. That's better than coming off. Alright. Okay, we're ready for strings. Did I forget anything? I don't think I forgot anything. Okay. Snooks, hello. Oh, Hugh. You guessed it. Leave it to Hugh. I love you, man. It's a long time no see. I haven't put anything out on YouTube, any new songs. I haven't written anything. Been too busy playing guitar live. Been having a blast doing that. All right. Let's. Oh, gotta get rid of some stuff off of my bench here. Now, when I did reset this neck, what time is it? Oh, okay, cool. I got a half an hour. I'm gonna be done. Let me get some strings. I'll be right back with some strings. I know I talk too much. Now, since we've done so much work to this thing, and the neck has been broken, and I assume that the neck is probably stronger now than it was before it got broke. Hi, Zach. Missed me. Oh, well, bless your heart for saying that. I'm going to use the light gauge string on this. When I say light, I'm using 11 to 52 on this one. I want to make sure that one seemed like it. Yeah, it did. There we go. Okay, now these holes are also drilled too small through the body for guitar strings, which is common in, I hate to say it, but foreign-made guitars. This one, let's see, well, the company says it's from France. I'm not sure about that, but I'll buy that for $1. That's what I like to say. So, boy. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to increase the hole sizes in here. It never ends, right? Let's see. That's going to be the proper one. I just want to check what size hole is actually drilled through here. That's slightly larger. What size is that? That is 11/64. Okay. So I'm gonna go with a 3/16, which is a very common size hole for guitars. In fact, I can go one smaller than that. Let me get my other bits out. Let's see, 3/16. I'm gonna go with 64th smaller than 3/16. So you can do the math. I want a 64th smaller than 3/16. But 3/16 is a very common size for machine head holes. And no, they're not cut at a conical shape. Let's see. 3/16, 11/64. Look at that. And 11/64 is even too big. I want to double check. Yep. All right, so I'm going to go very slowly. And my drill just ran out, probably.
How are you doing today?
Okay. All right. I know, and I'm hurrying. Don't hurry. Don't ever hurry. Let's see how that works. Still. Still too tight.
45 years.
So what are you looking for in a TV?
Oh, a 43-inch.
Two of you in here.
So the problem I'm having here, guys, is that this
What we're looking for is
the ball end of this string is getting pushed down below the hole, and I can't pull it up so that it's making contact with the body or the bottom of this pin. And boy, that thing is still hard.
What?
Boy.
I just asked you if you was okay.
Wonder why it costs money to have a guy work. I know you couldn't see what I was doing.
Yeah, so.
Is that for me?
They want guitar lessons.
Oh!
Okay, did you want to sit down?
Hi, this is Marshall.
Okay.
Yeah, if you need a chair or stool, let us know.
Yes.
I am.
All right.
A 43-inch.
Right behind you.
Okay. What kind of level are we talking? Are we talking about a very beginner, a youngster, or someone who's played for a bit?
A little bit. They're both good.
I know. Never answer a question with a question, right?
Well, it has to be hooked up to a landline phone.
She's got old charter, but she's got all of her stuff goes through the it's old Spectrum charter stuff. So you got a box or not a box?
Right.
Yes,
Okay.
there's a box.
All they need is make sure it has an RF.
Okay. Totally get that. You're not alone.
We'll just have to send Richard.
Yeah, it'll be not a problem. Yeah, and he'll be back there.
Sure.
Yeah,
I can't even play that, man.
No.
But I can certainly.
I don't know what time on Thursday.
Yeah. Well, and I can teach you a lot of the picking techniques and strumming techniques that players like Eric Johnson use. I am a huge fan of him, and I've been lucky enough to see him play live twice, and it is astonishing. Okay, so you played a little bit, and if I asked you to play me like a D major, you would be able to do that on your guitar.
Okay, there's nothing wrong
Names of
with
chords.
If we didn't have some money, we gotta get rid of. That sounds strange, I know.
Okay, probably. You played Hotel California before, I'm assuming.
A new TV, that's.
No, okay.
What do they cost? What's the price on them?
Well, it's gonna take Richard at least 95 to install it, so we'll have to.
Oh, geez, okay.
That.
Yeah.
And then, there might be a couple little difference there, but let's go look it up.
Sure.
What, you want the Toshiba or the Insignia? They're both really good TVs.
Why
Right.
don't you look up both
Right.
of them?
Alright, we'll do that.
Okay.
Okay.
You're giving me a very good idea of what you're trying to accomplish by doing lessons, and I can definitely lead you in that direction
They're
with picking
all-
techniques, fingering
They're all
techniques,
classified.
scales,
They're all
things that you'll
smart
need that you can
TVs now.
memorize,
They call them
that you can
smart
use,
TVs.
that
They
the
don't
dudes
have
from
what
Slipknot
we
use them
got.
in every
Ours is
single guitar
old-fashioned.
solo. They're using the same stuff that I can show you to give you a
But
toolbox
either one of these
of
can be
tools to
hooked up
use
the
to be
phone.
able to play
There's
that
two
stuff and
here.
get fast at it.
He's gonna go
Right?
look up the
And
price
I
on
can
it.
tell you this right now, what you need to do is be able to spend as much time as you
I
can
don't have any
playing your
idea.
instrument at home. Now, I realize time is very hard to come by now with the internet, YouTube, video games, cell phones, all of that stuff. You're in deep competition with all of that stuff to become a very good guitar player. So my first recommendation, and I'm just going to say this right out of the gate, is quit watching movies, quit watching television, quit playing video games, because none of that stuff does you any good anyway, aside from maybe getting in a couple hours of enjoyment once in a while. Anytime you would do any of that stuff, pick up your guitar and play it. Does that make sense? Yeah, I mean, I don't make any rules either. I teach music theory. There are no rules in my world of teaching. Yeah, that's perfect. We can introduce you to it, and don't let that word frighten you. It's just putting a name with a face. That's ultimately all music theory is. And people hear music theory and they're like, I don't need that. Well, you don't. But it's nice to be able to know what you're doing, and you can recall that by having that knowledge in your mind. And that's those tools in your toolbox. That's what I like to call it. So, I mean, we won't have to jump right into that. We'll get you in here and get you figure out what level you're at, where you're at in our first lesson, and then I can start getting you going in that direction. Now, cost. I charge $120 for a month worth of lessons. That's one lesson a week for 1/2 hour. So you end up getting 4 lessons from me a month for $120. And I do have students that do hour-long lessons from me, and I do an hour session for $200 a month. It would be 4 lessons for $200. But you get an hour of my time, and I got to be honest, that is the best way to do it. But I can give you enough stuff to work on in 1 week. You could play that stuff for 6 months and still be working on it. So I like to give you set goals. And not overwhelm you, but give you enough stuff that, okay, I got that, you can move on to something else on your own accord. So that's kind of where we're at with what I can tell you.
I don't know which brand to take.
They're both really reliable brands. We've sold
120 a
Toshibas for
month,
lot of
yes.
years, and
I usually book a month's worth of lessons, and that's you can come in for a month and do a month, and then take another couple months to work on the things that I've given you. Because in 1 month, the amount of information that I can give you, you could easily spend every day working on that for 2 or 3 months, and I am not kidding. Because a half an hour is not a lot of time. You'll be shocked at how quickly it's over.
what we said.
So I gotta say, it's amazing. I'm like, ah, shucks.
That'd be great.
We didn't get to
Yeah.
cover as much as I would like to,
Yeah.
but sometimes that's the way it goes. If there's something you want to focus
All
on,
right,
we will
so
focus
do you
on
wanna
that for
do
the
that
entire
insignia
lesson.
or the Tsushima? I think
You
the
know,
insignia
I am
would be,
willing to cater to what
really-
you
I like 'em
want
both,
and
personally.
They're both
switch modes in a
totally
moment to
And
give you
then-
what you need. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it, man. I've been
and
teaching
then
for
we
about
install it.
17 years here in LeGrande,
can
and
do
I
that.
have a vast music
But you
education.
pay
I
us,
studied
you
under
can
the
pay us
doctor.
for the
Mount
TV
Community
for the
College.
$300 for that
We
insignia.
call him the old
And
man. He
then
wouldn't
we
let us
put your
call him
name on it,
Mr.
it'd be branded, and then
anything.
when he gets,
It was
we'll write up a work order.
the
As
old
soon as he
man.
gets back in,
And
LeGrande
he was
will
an
have him
amazing
call you and
teacher,
schedule
and I
it,
got a vast
and
music
you can pay
education out of
him
it.
separate.
And I would be teaching music at probably
Or
at the
you can
college
pay
level right now, but we had a baby, and so I had to stop that and go make a living.
Probably
You know,
$100 bill.
plumbing houses. So that's my story. With
So you
regard
can
to
do that, you
but
can pay me, and then
yeah,
I can
I mean,
tell him that you paid for it to be.
it's great to have
Installed.
you there so that you can ask me specific questions.
Absolutely, I'll write on there.
And
that you
again,
paid
after the
for
first lesson, I will know
Richard's
enough
service.
to
Good.
have a very good itinerary built for
All right.
you.
So you
You
want
know, in
to
the
do the
first
good
half
insignia?
hour of
Yeah,
time,
let's-
I'll be
let's
able to
go
size
with
you
that
up and see what
Okay,
you know,
so
and what
what
you
we
don't
wanna
know,
do
and I
is I'll
think
go over
what
there,
would
start writing
best
stuff
fit what
up
you're
for
trying
you,
to
and
accomplish.
we'll write it, a work order up.
Let me get over where I can hear you. So,
That's what we want.
an appointment, come in.
So let me go start writing stuff up, and then we'll get you
Okay.
going on that. Right where I'm going.
You, why don't you come over, well, here, right here, you can sign it and I'll make it out, Bob.
He's right behind you.
Yeah. Come over here, Bob.
Huh?
You gotta sign it, it's your account. I'll make it out
Oh,
for
yeah.
you.
You're buying it, but I'm paying for it.
Well, it's your,
Okay.
it's your account, but you can't write, so
Alright, yeah, cause I'm, yeah.
can you do it right there?
Yeah.
Right here, right here is your signature line.
It'll be 400.
Even?
Yes.
Okay. I'll make it out. He's
No, on this,
on this line, right?
yeah. I'm gonna go as slow as I can.
Well,
Well,
it's however,
We could do one lesson at a time if you'd like. You know, so if you wanna come in for a half an hour and see what you wanna do, you know, you could do $30 at that point.
oh, they did not stop. Yeah, that's good.
oh, good.
Look at it.
Yeah, it is good.
But I would,
Better than
you know, if
didn't.
you wanna come in for.
I take my time.
Yeah, I do
Now
that.
sit down, sit back
Well,
down,
I'm going to.
Yeah,
okay?
okay. I'm not gonna talk about all this stuff.
We're not taking that with us, are we?
No, we can't take that with us. We can't do that.
When were they gonna come out then? As he said.
He will have to call and make an appointment. He, the installer,
Oh,
will call and make an
Yeah.
appointment. He's not in town right
Yeah.
now. Okay, let's see, I've forgotten, today's the 12th.
I'll call you back. That sound good? Yeah, very well, thank you.
We're both trying to make some money, huh?
Okay. Okay. All right. New student looks like. Steve, what's happening? What's cracking? Oh, the neck. Yeah. Okay. Boy, I am still having a heck of a time with this. Getting this string to get into this thing, you guys. My goodness, this is just really playing hard to get. Huh. This is an odd one. Come on. Wow. What is going on here? Good Lord. Okay, this is really unusual and frustrating because I'm not going to get this done in the time that I had allotted, but this is what happened.
Is the owner?
When you're working on guitars, you run into all kinds of stuff. I mean, it had it didn't have strings on it when it came in, so I'm not certain why this is doing that.
Doing the check today, are we?
Yeah.
Okay, what is your first name again?
Mine is Judy.
What is going on here?
The check will be made out like that.
It's electronics.
Oh, I'm just gonna write.
Okay.
So what is your
Not
first name?
Yeah,
That's
because he doesn't.
What's your last name?
Can't tell what's going on. It feels like something down here is blocking.
Judy, we'll have to call you. What's your phone number, Judy?
963-6165.
Oh, no, I never did. It's just given anymore. All right, so I put on here, you think install that, I'm gonna write on here.
This is unbelievable.
And I'm gonna write your copy for paying in full. Put the notes.
Hugh, help!
And I'm gonna write your, actually.
Hugh, I need your
what's
help.
his name now?
His name is Robert.
Okay, so I'm gonna put Judy.
Or strength. Good Lord. Okay.
Okay. With my
Wow.
stereo and music.
Yeah.
I didn't remember what it
Okay, so that's what's up with that. Let's see if these pins are. Okay, so I wonder how they ever got a string in there. I'm gonna check the A. I'm gonna run out of time, you guys. Steve. Wow. Okay. So this one, although, yeah, this one should, yeah, that one works. Okay, so what I'm gonna have to do here is widen this slot on this pin. Let's see.
So paid in full.
Yeah.
That's for the insignia and the install, and your name's right there.
You guys,
And I have it written in full.
I was hoping to have strings on this before.
Richard's gonna use to call you.
I had to go, and the telephone number's on the other thing.
Yeah, I drove in here at 963-6165.
Yeah.
And asked for.
I'm not gonna be able to do that.
All right, I understand completely. I want to appreciate get this going.
You coming? Well, we're gonna go call the taxi.
Whew. All right. Try and get you pointed over here where I'm working so you can see what I'm doing. But I'm taking my Dremel and I'm widening out the slot in this pin because it's just not wide enough. Now we can do it. All these little things on these guitars that can... Oh, Rachel, hello. I've managed to catch your husband's a couple of live streams recently. He's doing some really cool stuff. I love his educational stuff that he does. It's very nice to see other people actually not afraid to address actual music. It's very cool. Okay, let's see if my little... Oh yeah, look at that. That's what we had to do. It worked. Sharing is caring, indeed. I appreciate you doing that. That's very kind of you. Howdy!
I have a guitar that needs restrung.
Okay. Let's...
One of the string is broke, and if the other strings need to be replaced, may as well.
It's best to just put a whole new set on there.
Okay.
Were you playing it when it broke?
My granddaughter went.
Oh.
Messed with it.
Excellent. My compliments. Get those young ones playing.
So, I could... how long will it take? Because I don't live here in town.
Okay, I'm going to have Joey do it for you then, and you probably can have those on there within an hour. Let me...
or I could pick it up tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow would be fine. Let me make sure that doesn't pop open on you. Yeah, I'll have Joey tackle this today. We can call you if you're still in town. We might be able to save you a trip.
Okay, that'd be great.
So let me go find him. And he's working pretty hard out there. Yeah, this young lady's here out of town. So I didn't even look at it yet, though. Let me take a look at what you got here. I sure do appreciate you bringing this into us. All right, it's a steel string. How do you have any idea how long you might be in town for? Are we talking an hour?
Probably an hour.
Okay.
Yeah, at least an hour. Yeah.
Yeah, this thing's definitely due for strings.
Okay.
Pretty long. Yeah. Okay. Joey's going to do that for you. He'll get your contact info, and we'll call you as soon as it's done.
Sounds great. Could you fill that out?
I just need your name and phone number.
Okay.
And I'm doing a live stream right now, so keep
Can I
the...
borrow your pen?
Okay. All right. Robin. Notice the earth was trying hard to get Wago Howard Music, his 4,000 watch hours.
Okay, so
Oh,
you don't
yeah.
need my address.
You know, there's a lot of tricks to people doing that.
See you in about an hour.
It took me about, I don't know, 8 years to hit that 1,000 subscriber mark. And I was literally at 3,996 hours of watch time. And my friends, Earthwood, they're the best. My friends put out a shout out to folks the watch hours. What I did was I just asked friends to put it on a playlist, and I will do that for him. Just have him build a couple of playlists. Now, some people have gone so far, I won't mention any names, as they put a 4,000 minute long or hour long video up on their YouTube channel and ask people to push play on that. Okay, you know what I'm saying? All right, so let's see, what time is it? I gotta check, I gotta keep track of time here. Okay, I'm about 3 minutes from needing to go eat lunch, and I have students this afternoon and an eye doctor appointment, so I'm gonna stay a little late. We'll get this thing, we're making music here. But put playlists together and just ask people to push play on the playlist, and that will accumulate hours very quickly. So I'll show you how I do my strings, just so there's no argument as to who does it best or right. All right. No, I joke about that. I hear a lot of people, the way you do it. I've been putting strings on my own guitars exactly like you're seeing me do it since the first set of strings I ever put on a guitar, and ask me how many complaints I have, or how often my guitar goes out of tune, or how often I break a string, and that will tell you. Here we go. I don't know if my ear's still working good, but I'll go to his channel, and you know, if he's got a playlist, what you can do, you don't have to watch the whole thing. You know, although it's polite to do that, just by pushing play and letting it run in the background while you're doing other things will help someone acquire the hours needed to be able to monetize and do all that stuff. Okay. I can see that the oil that I put on there is bubbling up a little bit, and that's pretty common for a very dry neck. So this thing hadn't been oiled for a long time. Thank you for doing that, Joey. So we just had another guitar show up today, just now, that the young lady has traveled from out of town. Sometimes your commute can be a long ways to come to the big town of city of LeGrande, where we have guitar shops and stuff. So we always do our best to save people having to make an extra trip to town. It's one thing that we're lucky enough to be able to put something down to help someone, because it can get expensive. No, generally a string change on a guitar is running anywhere from 30 to 50 bucks. And then that drive to town is another 30 to 50 bucks just to get a set of strings on your guitar. And so we do our best to save people money. And the way we've been open for 50 years is by doing that. Okay, so it just hit 2 o'clock, so I'm almost ready here. Right. I know I'm sitting here spouting off a lot of stuff. I'm going to turn my alarm off. Here we go. I know, isn't it exciting? So if you have, in fact, what I'm going to do, Preston, hello, man. I'm going to add, I think I can do this for your Rachel Loa. And what you can do is, if you've got a playlist that he has, just post a link to that playlist in the chat right now. I don't make everybody a moderator on my channel. I'll never do that. So if you're not a moderator, don't feel like I'm ignoring you or anything like that. It's just not necessary. But feel free to post a link. It's exactly the same way. It was the way I was taught. Yeah, there ain't a much better way to do it, man. I haven't found one, or at least and being a professional musician, if you break a string at a gig, you can get these things off of here. These guys that tie knots in strings, man, come on. They are obviously not professional musicians. That's all I can say about it. But Rachel, you can post a link to one of your husband's playlists, and people can click on it and just let it run in the background. And it'll add up quickly. You'll be shocked. my channel, it was kind of interesting. I hit that 1,000 sub mark slowly but surely. It took me a long time to get there, for many reasons, I think. One of the big reasons is because I shared my opinion far too often. Don't do that. Nobody cares about your opinion. Probably ruined a lot of possible fans of my channel for being too mouthy, taking stuff personally, that sort of crap. It's kind of dumb. And I'm speaking on first-hand reasons. Stuff that I did that maybe damaged my channel a little bit. Okay, so I've got strings on it, and it's basically tuned up, and it hasn't broken again yet. So that's a plus. Now, I've got it set here pretty good. I'm going to check the neck relief. I am 100% certain. Man, I don't know why I don't know what happened to my black capo. I loved that thing. It was a good one. I got some weird one now. Check our neck relief. See how bad it is, because I'm guessing it's probably backbowed. Or okay, it's got a ton. It's got a very big, deep underbow in it. So I think this is a 4mm. Is that right? Yeah. So I'm going to tighten the truss rod. Now what I did was I loosened it from where it was because of the break in the neck. I had to get that truss, and look at how much I have had to turn that so far just to get it to start to bite. And then I can already see that the string action is about where it should be. I may have gone a bit too far, but we shall see what my intuition, go with your gut, right? Yeah, I've gone a little bit too far with the neck relief, but however, the string action looks great. It's making music again. It's working. Just checking for neck fret buzz, and I don't think we're gonna have that problem. So it's about time we make some music with it. Here we go. Let's see how this works. Let me see. I'm gonna do this. I gotta raise this up. Hello. I'm gonna point this down. Hopefully, I don't know how what the angle's gonna be like. I'm learning this new camera that I got, which is pretty cool. It seemed like the video quality was far better than the Logitech cameras. I don't know if I'm right about that. Oh, guitar pick. Give me a moment. I mean, it's not a big deal, but
You got the sharps? Yeah, we don't want the sharps.
no. They're cheaper, I'm sure. All right, let's tune this thing up and see if it can make some music here. Hopefully my camera is still working. And you're about to hear this guitar play for its first few chords after having been in 3 different pieces. And it was in 3 pieces. The intonation of this guitar is actually pretty spot on. You can check it with harmonics, although it's a little bit flat. Boy, it's close. What's the first chord I should play on this thing? Any suggestions for the first chord? You can name one. Let's see. Preston, hey man. Lars, what's happening? G major, come on. A7, I like it. F. I like F. Oh, an F? Okay. You got a lady who wants to sing? Play a song in the key of F. Because women can sing in the key of F. F is also a good one, using all the strings. Well, depends on what version of F you're talking about, but you're right. Let's see. So, here's the repair, just so you can see it. That's what it looks like. It was in 3 pieces. It is, you cannot feel any, there's no, it's a perfectly smooth neck, as smooth as the day this guitar was made in 1 piece. There's a little ding right here that we didn't fix because they didn't want us to spend time on that. So F seems like a pretty, so let's do an F bar chord, right? Here we go. Plays very nicely. Doesn't have the most beautiful voice of a guitar that I've ever heard. It is a solid top, it's a cedar top guitar, but there's F. G. What's happening?
He do strings.
Boy, it's a string day.
He runs
Clear
those.
tones. All right, we'll do it.
I didn't write down any of this info on the work order here.
I think I know this guy.
Do ya?
Yeah.
All right. Well, there's the strings for you.
All right.
What are you doing on this thing? That's an interesting
It
guitar.
was in 3 pieces days ago. It's all
Oh,
back
yeah.
together.
Wow. And what's happening on this one?
Joey's supposed to get strings on that. I don't know where he went,
He
but
went to see if they wait for that taxi to help these old people out so they can.
oh, they're right. They needed to ride home.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, we got to get strings on that one pretty quick because she's from out of town.
Okay, I'll get him right back on here. And
Oh,
This
he's
was
already
the
got
first guitar
started.
I ever had in my life. Was this
That one?
75?
so he's got the new one. He just needs.
That's a Yamaha.
Yeah,
Yeah,
from the
That's-
early 70s, I believe.
thousands of people. That was the first guitar they.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
amazing.
This is just a straight restring.
Yep. Yeah, no cleaning, no nothing. Because she was gonna be in town for like an hour.
Okay, I'll get him right back on it.
Okay. We'll get yours done here.
Don't forget you got an eye appointment.
Yeah, I
today.
gotta go to. I got an eye doctor appointment today. Are you gonna be okay without it for a day or so?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as I have it by Friday.
By Friday.
Today's
That's gonna
Tuesday.
cost you a lot, man.
Yeah, I'll go to the bank, take out a loan, right?
Yeah, they got okay.
You want me to got a pen? And
Yeah,
I'll just
yeah.
put
Put
my,
your name and number on there.
I'll put my info on there.
And that is Nolte, right?
No, it's Art Luthery.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
And yeah, I got it here
Okay.
years ago. You worked on it. You put new frets on it and have tweaked it here and there. Yeah, when you're playing it, if you could listen to, there was a little minor buzz, but I was just playing it and I wasn't even noticing it. So I don't know if you notice anything.
I'll give it a good spin.
Yep.
I'll play it for about 4 hours before I give it back to you. That way I've worn the strings out.
That sounds like me right there.
Just name and phone number. It's fine.
Yep. That do you?
Yeah.
And
Very good. Okay, that's
there's
right.
that, and there's the pen.
Perfect. Yeah. And let me. That thing's in a case, right?
It is.
All right. Good man.
I even took the tuner off just now, so
Oh.
you wouldn't have to worry about it.
Okay. Good. Good man. I still have this tuner, which has been here. I mean, it's gone missing for days on end, but
Yeah.
this is like 8 years that I've held onto this Snark tuner.
It has a life of its own.
That is a miracle.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
loan it to somebody and wave goodbye.
Oh,
you know.
Yes.
But this thing's been standing by my side.
You kind of get emotionally attached to
I
something.
am
right?
definitely, yeah. But when it comes missing, man, once in a while, I've been like, oh,
Yeah.
like, where did that go? And it vanished for, oh, God, a couple months, and I don't know where it went up, but it turned up back at my bench.
What kind of guitar is this? It's very shiny.
It's the Lag Tremontane. T100 Ace, Log manufactured the guitars route the Saint Pons 34600. I don't know.
Yeah.
Someplace in France. I don't know if
From
this
France?
Yeah, I don't know if this thing was built in France or if that's where the company is.
Never heard of it. Never seen the like it.
No,
Is that
me
a
either.
cedar top, you think, or?
Cedar,
Yeah.
and it's
Pretty.
solid.
Yeah. Pretty.
Yeah. It doesn't have the greatest voice that I've ever heard on a guitar, but it plays really nicely.
Yeah. When
And-
you were just playing it now, it wasn't talking.
Yeah, it doesn't
wasn't
have a
ringing,
big boomy, but
Ooh.
can't feel it. Just man made it vanish.
Yeah. What happened there?
Broke it. It was broken. It was broken here and then
Ooh, ouch.
here. So this whole centerpiece that we got glued back in here was also missing. So it was 3 pieces.
Yeah.
And man, it couldn't have gotten. I mean, there was a lot of end grain, and gluing wood, man, that sucks.
Yeah.
but it was broken so nicely, and they didn't mess with it, and they found every last little piece of wood,
wow. Yeah.
and we got it put back together again.
Cool.
So,
Yeah.
yeah,
That-
I'm really proud of this. And they didn't want it to look perfect.
Yeah.
It's a gift from her dad, and
Yeah.
she'll never know it was broken as long as she doesn't look at it.
Right.
So,
And
and we fixed a little. She had her jack was missing this part, so we put that on there,
Uh-huh.
and I cleaned it up a little bit.
Yeah. No, it looks beautiful. I mean, it's a good looking guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you know, I mean, hey, all guitars sound good, you know, really.
You can't. Yeah, it's hard to.
I have friends who talk about guitars and blah, 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 blah. You know, this Art Lutherie, it's not the most expensive guitar in the world, but I like the way it plays. I like the way it sounds. It plugs in great. And
In this era of them, there ain't much better out there. I love these guitars. When I worked at Guitar Center, we sold them, and I was the 2010-9 when I was there. I couldn't believe, I was looking at the price, I'm like, $200?
yeah,
And you go grab a $10,000 Martin off the wall, and it held every bit of ground.
I
They're
have
fantastic guitars.
I have a late 1960s Martin D18, and it lives in its case. I hate to say, because I love playing this so much better.
Yeah.
And every time I come in, I talk to you about bringing that Martin in so you can play around with it.
It would be good probably to have that one in for a health inspection, just to.
Sure.
I mean, I'm sure there's probably nothing wrong with it. I can find something wrong with any guitar, but
I'm sure you could make the action more playable for me.
that's
and
usually
then I would play it more.
that's usually the one big thing that I find on guitars is that the neck relief is wrong after sitting and hanging for so long, or just not being played.
So
It's a piece of
somebody
wood.
was telling me on the Art Lutheries, this guy was telling me several months ago that there was a certain era where the necks were mounted differently, and if you ever needed to mess with the neck, like the newer ones, I think, were less.
I'm not sure, but they may have gone to bolt-on necks, meaning you can pull the neck off of them. And it's also could be that they built them that were steel reinforced, like Martin still does. They did build them without a truss rod.
Yeah.
I find that repulsive for any manufacturer in today's world to build that's a slap in the face to any guitar player. To build a guitar without I don't care if it's a pre-World War II Martin replica built by Martin himself.
Yeah.
Not putting a truss rod in a guitar is just.
I know, like back in the day, it was supposed to be like, oh, they're made so well, they don't need it, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, no, I totally get it's like.
Put a cured piece of wood out on your front porch and walk out there in a year and see what it looks like.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a piece that's no different, only this thing has 120 pounds of tension pulling on this little dinky piece of wood.
Yeah.
It's gonna change. It will change. And I don't know. I mean, I've bitched about it just because I have to fix so many of them. And I've had Martins come in that the neck was bent and they don't have a truss rod. And it was built in 1970 something.
Yeah.
The cheapest Ventura guitar built back then has a truss rod in it.
Yeah.
And I can fix those.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a guitar, when you break the truss rod on it, you kind of play it till like you can't play it anymore because that's all you can do. And the same is built without a truss rod. So there's my 2 cents. Hard saying if that one, but this one does have a truss rod in it. And I think it does. But
I'm pretty sure it does.
yeah, I don't think I would have been able to set it up for you last time without one. But
yeah,
that's just Martin is still building them literally without truss rods because of the what do you want to call it? Just to keep the purist.
Right.
You know, because back in the early 1900s, there wasn't even a truss rod.
Right.
No one ever thought of it, as far as I know. And I think a little guy named Rickenbacker, who built the first electric guitar, actually figured it out. I think Gibson may have too, but figured out a way to put that in there. And
Yeah.
that was when guitars became like, okay, now I can do stuff with them.
Yeah.
And guys setting them up can do stuff with them.
So is that rosewood?
I think this is mahogany.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like it might be dyed
Yeah.
a little bit, or they colored the stain.
It sure is pretty, and you're making it beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Marshall. I better
You
run.
bet. Brian, we'll
I
see
could talk
you.
guitars all day, you know.
Dude, me too. I gotta go eat something. I'm starving.
Nourish yourself, my friend.
Yes, yes. Hey, my band's playing. I'm actually playing in two different bands. I don't know if you've ever actually seen me play, but we're playing at the Brews and Blues Festival out in Union. That's as close to home as I'll actually play, and that's going to be like a classic rock next Friday. It's this Friday.
This coming
Friday. It's out in Union.
Where's is it at the Brewski?
Downtown at the park.
Oh,
As far as I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's at the park downtown, and so I just thought I'd put a
Yeah.
bird in your ear.
No, that's good to know.
I do not expect you to be there. Also, what I should add to that. I don't expect anybody to go, but it's a pretty good band.
Yeah. What's the name of the band?
Called Fading Sage. And it's actually named after the guitar player in the band, but he just moved to Nashville.
Oh,
So now I'm Sage.
Okay.
So I get to fill in for him.
Yeah. And what type of music would you say?
It's classic rock and some country.
Yeah.
So, we'll play some Stevie Ray Vaughan, a little bit of Skinner, some classic like outlaw country, Hank Jr., Hank Williams stuff.
Good country.
Good country. Yeah. Chris Stapleton, we'll play some Chris Stapleton stuff too. As far as modern good country goes, he's one of the best. So it's not a style of music that I like play very much, but I have to. I hated to see that band not be able to do a show.
Yeah.
And so I offered to do it with them, and they.
So what time things could go?
We start. I think it's 5 to 7.
Okay.
It's a 2-hour set, so from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. is what my understanding. And I think there's a band that plays before us also, like a solo artist, country style of music. So I think that's what's up. But it's the Bronze Blues and Brews, or which used to happen up in Joseph, I think. Right. But I think they moved it. Don't quote me on that, because the information I've gotten has been very small amounts.
They keep old Marshall in the dark.
Right.
Throw a guitar at him and a pick and say, "Go for it."
You're not the PR guy. But thanks for mentioning that. I will actually. We still get the newspaper such as it is anymore, and they have a little section in there that I always. That used
to go.
Yeah. I mean,
my band just made the cover of the Go, we're in the Go this month.
Okay.
We played the Baker County Fair, and some people got noted in there, which was we made the paper. I mean, who makes the paper anymore, right?
I know.
Everything's on the Google.
I know, and I don't. I hear about things after the fact, and like, oh, didn't you learn about it on Facebook? I'm like, I spend so little time on Facebook.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat now. I don't spend much time on there. I do it for simply doing guitar work. I work on guitars, but I also play them professionally. So I think a lot of guys that I work for don't even know that. And so even my students. So it's going to be good for me this year, because I'm playing a few shows that are here, where some people we can't get booked here because we don't get paid. Nobody pays enough. And then the county fairs always have bands like I'm playing with this time, where a country and Americana, where in the band, some people do a more modern rock and reggae and ska stuff. And it's amazing how many times we're sitting there playing in front of people who are 70 something, and they're singing every lyric to every song that we play, from Blink 182 to Incubus.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's astonishing. So, but we can't get hired over here or booked, but except for the Baker County Fair, which was really fun. And there it was again. We're playing at a rodeo, and everybody in the world is singing right along to all of our stuff.
Uh-huh.
So
That's good.
you know, music has definitely covered some genre aspects.
Yeah, and there's been so much more blending these days. And if it's
Yeah, some of the country stuff that we're doing from bands, I'm like, that is Guns N' Roses, man, and I'm learning this stuff, and it's a Guns N' Roses tune. It's heavy. I'm like, wow, this is metal.
yeah,
But it's this guy singing with the southern drawl.
yeah,
You know, heard that time and time again, and I never listened to country music. I am not a fan. You know, I try and listen to all kinds of music, but not a fan of country.
I gotta admit that I do work down in John Day, and I turn the radio on, and I'm like, two things. One is like, I gotta admit, I'm put off by the drawl. It just doesn't speak to me. And number two, some of these is like, I just want to say, you know, fucking get a grip, you know, just like snap out of it, you know.
Yeah.
It's like, I get the blues, right?
Yeah.
It's like, you know, get a freaking life, you know, get a grip. Don't just like sing about it. I can't even listen to it. So anyway, thanks for listening to that. But I'm like, you know, and you know, I mean, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, freaking geniuses, you know.
Can't write a better song than that. Tell a story and
Yeah. Three
He's
chords of the
great.
truth, like they used to say. And you know, there's great country out there too, but
a guy, Hugh Caldwell, he's from Scotland, just commented on the sides, back and sides on that guitar. It's Sapella or Sapele.
I've never
It's
heard
a sister wood of mahogany, I think, or maybe rosewood.
that. Yeah, like a tropical hardwood.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
It's just a more affordable version of mahogany,
Yeah.
I guess. It looks like mahogany. They fooled me.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. Dark red.
I hope whatever they're using, I hope whatever they're using these days is more sustainable than, you know, cutting down old growth jungles.
Rosewood. Yeah, that's outlawed now.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
I don't know if in Brazil, but you can't, to my knowledge, you have to, it takes an army to get it imported anymore.
I was reading, somebody sent me this article that Taylor Guitars is now using, they're salvaging, like, you know, trees in cities that need to be cut down. They're milling that and using those for guitar.
Yep, they're finding spruce out of old buildings and stuff like that, and they're using them on brand new $10,000 guitars.
Yeah.
And they can say this has a piece of this building in it, right?
Yeah.
But also Taylor, they have been, while they do build their products out of wood, they have been masters of preserving the forests. The koa, and the only place on earth that grows is Hawaii.
Okay.
And they build guitars out of it. I think Bob is the only person that can actually salvage or harvest any of those trees in the world.
Huh.
Don't quote me on that, but they've done their best to preserve it.
Yeah.
And I don't think they just go over there and cut a tree down. I think it has to be natural causes and all that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't quote, but I know. And he has a shop up in northern Washington, right near the Canadian border, where they do most of the rough cut forested wood with spruce and cedar that's harvested right out of the Washington and Oregon forests.
Yeah.
So, and then they take it down to California and build the guitars. And also Taylor is now a employee-owned company.
Is that right?
So, which sometimes is a good thing. Sometimes it can't be, it might not be a good thing. But anyway.
Yeah. It's been a while since I played a Taylor guitar, but the ones I've played have been really nice.
Well, mine, I bought it in 1999 to 99 of Taylor 414, and it's built out of Oguncal, which is the sister wood of rosewood. So, I got to roll.
I got him on there for him, and he can tune it
All
out.
right, great to visit with you. We'll see you soon, brother. I'll call you. You got him?
Yeah.
All right. Hey guys, thanks for hanging with me today. I gotta go. I've got to go eat lunch, and I gotta go to get my eyes checked. You guys have a wonderful day. Thanks for being here. Hit the thumbs up if you like what you see, and we'll see you all soon.